What's going on, everybody? This is going to be my update video. I couldn't think of a better game really to do while just talking and kind of just vibing and letting everybody know what's going on with like recent stuff. Because as you guys probably have noticed, I have not been uploading. And actually, this rain is actually kind of fitting for the topics we're going to cover in this video. This drizzle like rain. I don't want to make this video like a sad video necessarily, but I do want to just cover some topics. They're kind of dark, I guess. Why I've been lacking on uploading and stuff like that. But to go over everything in a nutshell, it honestly started out, the problem with uploading and stuff a long time ago. I had gotten into a pretty much a toxic relationship about 3 years ago, and that being in that toxic relationship pretty much prevented me from uploading as much as I would like to, due to basically being manipulated and controlled, and her the girl I was with being manipulative. But I mean, in a nutshell, that's really what it is. I don't like to sugarcoat anything. I just like to be upfront and honestly, how it went down. But yeah, she was really manipulative, controlling, a very, very controlling person. And I, didn't really get to do a lot of stuff that I liked to do. Lost some property over the end of that relationship. I had ended it earlier this year in January, based on her cheating on me. So after I had found out she had cheated on me, then I pretty much put a stop to that and put it into our relationship. So that's really the whole that's what happened as far as not uploading very frequently or losing a lot of time, and where I disappeared for a really long time, taking that hiatus from quite a while ago. It's been a long time since I went on that hiatus. It's been a hot minute. That was 3 years ago, but I had came back to my channel, and then it kind of disappeared for a little while, and then came back, just kind of on and off. So it wasn't just that, though. It wasn't just, but that being in a toxic relationship, but it was also my willpower, my motivation had pretty much been on the fritz when I was in that relationship. It had been pretty dried out, my motivation, because whenever you're really depressed and in a really bad state of mind, and so forth, then yeah, it's kind of hard to want to do things that you like to do. And it was hard for me to do things that I like to do. It was hard for me to even go out and hang out with friends whenever I was permitted or allowed to. Most of the time I wasn't allowed to even hang out with friends, so and I always said I would never let someone do that, put me in that situation, or let somebody control my life, basically. But obviously I was wrong, at least for 3 years. But I had put it into it in January. Like I said, I put it into it in January, and I haven't talked to the person since. She has went her own way, as well as I've went my own way too. I've actually I've moved on. I'm talking to somebody now, and I'm a lot happier, honestly. I'm much happier that I'm not being controlled or manipulated or anything like that. The reason being for, well, not just that, but I'm all, this other person I'm talking to right now, I've known for a very long time. We've been friends for years and years, and we're actually really happy, being our own little thing, being together. So that's nice. It is nice to be able to get out of a really bad relationship and be able to move on to something more healthy. So we're doing pretty good, though. I think we're doing fine. We're both trying to get everything, like ourselves together, pretty much, because we were both in really bad relationships, and we're both working on ourselves, but we're also talking and just kind of going with the flow as far as that goes. But so recent, why have I stopped uploading recently? Recently, as you might have noticed, I disappeared again, and the reason for that being, I would say it's kind of like a mixture between the motivation, like my motivation dying, and speaking of dying, I'm gonna have to die right here. So I'm gonna have to die right over in this house. Because I don't know, I haven't played Minecraft in like forever in a freaking day. I think I'm poisoned. So I'm just gonna die over here. Maybe. Maybe not. Perhaps I have been spared. Okay, cool. Well, that's nice. That really sucked to die after being level 32. But that's besides the point. Getting back on topic of why I disappeared recently. Recently, I have changed jobs again. Really for the better. The job I was at before, basically management had become tyrannical, and if you work with the public and you work in today's workforce, I don't know how else to put it. I don't work in retail, so I feel bad for the people that do have to deal with retail, because I have worked it before. I know how hard that is, and I know management's a lot worse in retail than it is in the field that I work in. However, it was getting extremely bad. Like they were basically firing people left and right for really stupid reasons, if any reason at all. So and it had gotten to be an unsafe workplace. So to kind of spare myself and save myself any kind of misery or getting fired, because I really don't like to burn bridges with any of the places I work at. I had put my 2 weeks notice in, and I didn't get any kind of a break, like a day off in between going from this new job and my old job, and it was also differing shifts. So now, where I was working before, I worked 7 to 3:30, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Now I work 10:30 to 6:30, so 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. So it's completely different now. I'm up all night instead of the other way around, being up all day, and it's not necessarily depressing. I don't think it's depressing. Some people think it's depressing. They can't work night shift. It's not necessarily depressing. It's more exhausting. Like, I feel tired a lot of the time, even when I'm on my nights off, like tonight. I'm not super tired, but I can tell a difference where if you work night shift, you do feel a lot more exhausted even on your nights off, because I guess our bodies aren't meant for staying up all night. Humans aren't meant to staying up all night, so you're going to feel tired all the time. And my social life hasn't necessarily suffered from it, I wouldn't say. Like me and the girl I'm talking to right now, she works day shift, I work night shift, but we both still make time to talk to each other and see each other and stuff like that. It's not that we just give up completely. You know, we still see each other and stuff, so. But it's more taking a toll on, just like I said, like I'm just exhausted. I'm really sleepy a lot of the time. And it also conflicts with my upload schedule, because usually whenever I do uploads, the original idea when I started this channel was to do uploads in the daytime, or not in the daytime, I'm sorry, at night. It was like something like I want to do it around like 7 o'clock at night. But now, you know, I'm asleep at 7 o'clock at night. Usually I get up around 9 or 10 at night. Usually about 9. That way it gives me a little bit of extra time to get ready for work, and if I have to make something to eat and all that stuff, then I can do that. It gives me time to wake up basically and get situated before I go into work at 10:30. And it gives me time to drive there and all that jazz. But what in the world is that? Lose my train of thought here. But yeah, what was I saying? Work. So the new schedule, since my work has changed, and my schedule basically has changed a lot. The new schedule for uploads now, I'll probably be uploading in the morning instead of at night. So it'll probably still be like, I don't know, so I want to say 7 o'clock, because it does take a while to upload. It takes a while to edit videos. I'd say I'm more comfortable around like 9 or 10 if I'm not too tired. If I'm really tired, I'll brute force it and I'll start doing uploads around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning when I get home from work. But I also have to take into consideration where I'm working out. Again, I was working out before, a while back. I'd started to work out, and now I'm starting to get back into working out, because to add on to all this craziness that's going on, and you know, dealing with everything else that I'm dealing with, I have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, which doesn't help at all, because I feel like another reason why my channel suffers is because I've never told anybody this, so this is kind of a big deal, I guess, to let everybody know. I do deal with some medical issues. I deal with severe depression. Well, it's called clinical depression, but I deal with clinical depression, which is a severe form of depression. It's really bad. It's really bad. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's, for me, as far as I can tell, it's hereditary. You know, depression does run in my family. Depression runs, I feel like, in everybody's family, and especially nowadays. But I deal with clinical depression, and I deal with anxiety as well. And now I'm dealing with high blood pressure on top of all that crap, so it's like I can't really get a break. But that's something I've just got to deal with. You know, I can't really do anything about it. I'm going to go to the doctor, obviously, because I do want to get on some kind of medication to get my blood pressure under control. But I have started working out. Again, I've started to try to get back into better physical shape. And hopefully while I work out and get back in shape, that'll help a ton, and it'll take some of this other stuff off me too, like my depression, and it'll take off some anxiety, make me feel better about myself, you know. But that's what I'm kind of dealing with. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do my uploads on my channel now, because if I'm leaving work and going straight to the gym, it'll be later in the day, but I can't stay up super late, because obviously I have to get sleep for work. So that's the whole problem I'm dealing with now. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this and what I want to do. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm not going to sweat over it. You know, it's not something I'm going to freak out about. But yeah, I'll figure something out. It's not the end of the world. I'm not going to, you know, not upload to my channel because of my schedule. I can work something out. I'm sure I can manage something around it. So we'll figure something out. I'll have to touch base, I guess, maybe with you guys maybe on a separate video or something of how I'm going to do things. But we'll figure something out. We'll definitely figure something out. You know, I've definitely got to take care of myself before anything. Even if, you know, my channel is like, it's like the biggest deal to me, I guess. You know, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber and make some funny content and crazy stuff. But I do have to take care of myself. I have to make sure I'm in decent health, because without me, there would be no channel. And without me making the videos, there will be no channel. But without you guys, without the subscribers, then there would be no point to the channel, honestly. So, you know, I've noticed that too. I've dropped a lot in subscribers since I have stopped uploading as much and disappearing, and I can't blame them. You know, in a way, I can't blame them. In another way, it's like, you know, it's totally up to them. I'm not gonna like get mad or anything if people unsubscribe to my channel because I disappear. It is on, you know, it is my fault for disappearing. But you know, it's totally up to them if they want to stick around and wait and see what's going on, or if they just, you know, want to ditch completely. So this might be a 2-part update too. I'm not sure, because I've got so much to say, so much ground to cover. I'm trying to think what else needs to be said. But yeah, you know, while I was doing Turok 2 videos and doing Double Dragon, you know, I was on a roll when I did those videos recently, or not real recent, you know, about a month ago, I guess. But I was feeling great, man. I was on a freaking roll, and I don't know, it's like I just lost complete motivation to do any kind of video or anything. I think it was the conflicting schedule more than anything. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with my depression or anxiety problems or anything like that. I think it's more about just dealing with being up all night and transitioning to this new schedule. It's really tough. If you've ever worked night shift, you'll understand what I mean. You'll totally get what I'm saying. But it's that, and it's wrestling with, I mean, it kind of does go hand in hand now that I think about it. You know, like working a completely different schedule I'm not used to, on top of health issues. So yeah, I guess I'm wrong in that aspect. It does kind of go hand in hand. So yeah, I can't say that it's totally, I can't blame it completely on my job. You know, it is me too. It's partly my fault too, because of my health concerns or issues, whatever you want to call them. So, but like I said, I'm working on getting everything taken care of. I'm working on getting everything under control. Starting in 2025, January of 2025, I'm actually going back to college. I had went to college before when I was 21, but that was 10 years ago. It's been a hot minute since I've attended school, and I want to go back. I want to go back to school and get my bachelor's degree. So that will be great. It'll be awesome. I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. I don't know if how hard it's going to be or anything like that. Hopefully it won't be too difficult, but we'll see. I mean, you know, I'm gonna get through it one way or another. So, especially if I'm gonna have to have a student loan and all that stuff. So, but yeah, starting 2025, I'm gonna be doing. We go out to school. It's just trying to get prepared and, you know, mentally ready for it. that doesn't that you know, like I said, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop uploading videos either. I'll probably still be uploading videos. It's just I don't know how frequently I'm gonna be uploading videos while I'm in school, because I'm gonna have to work, you know, a full-time job and also go to school. So that's going to be tough. Go to school full-time too. So that's going to be really tough, going to school full-time and working full-time night shift. So pretty much what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to have to swap shifts and go to like second shift or something, and then go to school like in between, you know, and then come home and try to record or do what I can and still try to get enough sleep for work and school. So I'll figure it out when I get there, though. I'm not sweating it until, you know, something starts to give. But, you know, yeah, I'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to say. This might not be a two-part video. I don't know if there's anything else I need to really cover. I don't think there is. I don't think really there's anything else that needs to be said, because I think I've covered all my grounds here. I was making sure I mentioned school, though. I almost forgot to tell you guys I'm going back to school. That way you're not thinking like when that time comes I'm just disappearing for no reason. No, there's definitely a reason why. Like, I just didn't want you guys to think that something else had happened or something was wrong. So, but that's pretty much the gist of what's going on right now, you know. I do think that things will get better. It's just a work in progress. Things, you know, all happen for a reason, and I totally believe that. I believe that things do happen for a reason, and things do get better in time, especially if we are working on making things, you know, or working on things getting better. You can't just sit there and expect things to get better. You have to actually work on yourself, and that's what I've been doing. I was working on myself, just like the girl I'm with at the moment. We're both working on ourselves and trying to get things under control, and both going back to school and hopefully improving our lives, which is very important. You can't just sit there and mope and cry about, you know, things that you can't control, but you also, you know, sometimes you realize that it's for the better too. And it definitely is for the better. I feel, like I said, I do feel a lot better. I just gotta get motivated again, and I've got to pick myself up and make myself, you know, do stuff that I do want to do. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to even play a video game, not because I'm upset over something that had happened, nothing like that. It's just when you do have depression, unless you have depression, it's hard to, unless you do have depression, it's hard to explain. You have to really have it to understand how that works, like with your motivation and like the lack thereof. It's not one thing, and it's not one person that makes you depressed. It's not a situation. It's just an overall thing. You can't help it, basically, that you are depressed and that your motivation isn't there. But that's, you know, something that you do have to deal with if you do have depression. So it's just one of those things, you know. But I think that should cover a lot of stuff. Like, I keep saying that. I think that should cover. I think that's everything. And then something else comes to mind, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I need to talk about this. But no, honestly, really, for real this time, I think that really should cover everything that I need to go over and discuss. Expect more uploads. Don't lose faith in me. Don't lose hope that I'm gonna, you know, just disappear, never come back, like I did the first time I made this channel back in the day, like forever ago. I didn't upload, I think, for like over a year. But don't think that I'm just going to disappear up and leave. Oh, another thing, one more thing I want to talk about is I have been doing the Stand Up to Cancer challenge, And that's another thing that I had, that's been keeping me kind of off the channel and not uploading, is because I've been playing a lot of games on different consoles, not just here, but I've been playing games on like the Switch and stuff like that to help log my 100 hours in. So I've been sacrificing upload time to help start, or help with a fundraiser, help start a fundraiser in the battle for cancer. So I think that's a worthy sacrifice to help people, you know, fight cancer and stuff for, you know, a couple or a few days or a couple of weeks with no uploads. But I could have been doing that on here too. I know, I mean, I'm aware of that, but there's not really a lot of games that I can think of that I want to necessarily play at the moment, not right now on PS4. I do want to finish Turok 2. You know, I want to finish that Let's Play. I do want to finish the Double Dragon Let's Play. And then from there on, I'll figure something out. I will keep the channel going. It's not that I'm going to just stop uploading just because I can't find a PS4 game I want to play, because I can't record anything unless it's on PS4, since I will use Share Factory as my only way of recording video games, or editing videos and recording, yeah, on PS3, because I don't have any kind of PC or editing software besides this, because that's expensive and it's time consuming, and I don't have either one of those right now. So yeah, I've just got to make do with what I've got. But as we're making our way back to my hidey hole over here, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap that up. We'll call it a call this a video, call this an update. Sorry if I droned on for like forever and I kept kind of like talking in circles, or it seemed like I was talking in circles, just kind of like droning on and just not really covering a lot of ground. I hope that this kind of gives you guys a little bit more of I don't know, more of a revelation, I guess, or more light to the situation of as to what's been going on. And hopefully, you know, you guys kind of will understand, and you'll just bear with me, you know, and I'll get through this. You know, it's not like this is the first time I've dealt with things like this before. So, but just bear with me, you know, keep up the faith, and I'll keep up, you know, I'll keep up mine as faithful as I can, especially when I'm sitting here trying not to die in my old Minecraft file. I've had this file for like ever. I haven't used it in God knows how long. I made this world when I was like 27. It's probably a 4-year-old, yeah, 4-year-old Minecraft file. I don't play a whole lot of Minecraft, as you can tell, especially with all the new updates. I don't know what the hell or how the hell to make things anymore, how to craft stuff. Oh, there she is messaging me. Yeah, she's blowing my phone up. I put on vibrate, though. I learned my lesson from past videos to put my phone on vibrate when I'm recording. Can't tell you how many times I've had like an interruption from somebody trying to call me or some stupid stuff like that, and I'm trying to record a video. That's so annoying. And I'm like, oh my god. Most times it's a telemarketer or something stupid. So yeah, so hopefully we can make it back to my 4-year-old house here, and I won't die and lose all my stuff. It actually happened on a different file. I made it. This is a copied file of my original file, and I lost everything I had on my old file because I was messing with the settings, and I was underground in a cave and got knocked into lava from some dickhead skeleton that shot an arrow in me and knocked me straight down to lava, and I couldn't get out, and I was pissed, so I decided to use this copied file instead, because that really sucked, and I was not happy about it. Anyways, though, we've made it home. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from, though, and can kind of, you know, bear with me on this. In the next few videos, expect Double Dragon, the finale to Double Dragon. Expect more Turok 2. Expect Turok 3 videos coming soon, because they announced that remake or remaster of Turok 3 coming out. and expect a new Let's Play after I finish Double Dragon 1, which should be very, very soon. Keep an eye out on my channel and look for uploads to hit at about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably stick to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as being the upload days too, but I still may upload throughout the week as well. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that has stuck with me through this, and I appreciate everyone that that understands where I'm going through and can help me get through it as well, you know. So thank you guys again so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time, I guess, either on Turok 2 or on Double Dragon. So I'll see you later.